Hi, everyone. Welcome to Stuck in Beta. I'm Greg with Josh and Josh.
You sound so upbeat.
He does.
I am upbeat, man.
Josh and Josh.
It's a very upbeat day. It's hump day, as
Hump
we
day.
always say in the biz.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
a biz
that's what
thing?
we do. Yeah,
You're in the humping business?
we are in the humping business.
You
So-
get paid for that?
I don't.
Oh, so you're an amateur humper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you just, it's just
It'd be
for free.
illegal. Yeah.
Oh, he gives his humping out
Gives
for
it
free.
away.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there
If you-
another term for that?
I have no idea.
Then we go off the rails immediately.
And that's our best content of the show, normally.
So much for all this agenda.
I'm a hooer.
You're
welcome.
a what? What did you say?
Welcome. Today, the St. Louis was.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, let's go back to why don't we go back to yesterday?
All right.
It was announced
Tuesday,
that
August 19th.
we.
Hey,
had-
tomorrow's hump day.
Yeah, that's right. It was announced St. Louis is getting an MLS team,
That
It
stands
was-
for
Major League Soccer,
Soccers?
I believe.
Suckers.
Although, like
Kickball.
90% of the teams are called football club,
Yeah. Or
the
sporting.
United Football Club.
Yeah.
I hope St. Louis actually gets a team name, and it's not like, the New Jersey
St.
Football
Louis
Club.
Shooters.
So Major League Soccer's pretty legitimate, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so-
been around for more than 10 years.
1997.
Oh, wow.
And then I heard a stat that shocked me. Their yearly attendance is greater than the NHL's yearly attendance and the NBA's yearly attendance.
Huh.
I was floored by
How
that.
many matches or games or whatever?
that's what I was
they
gonna
have?
say.
I don't know.
Are there
That's
more
a good
games?
Question. No,
Hmm.
that's a good question.
Huh. Yeah,
There's
I mean,
fewer teams, right? There's
Oh,
27 current teams.
in MLS?
Yeah, right?
Oh, really? I
Think
thought it was
so.
less than that.
Because now they're going to be.
Oh,
34 games?
34 games?
Jeez, that's a third of hockey.
You know what, though?
How many teams are in the MLS? I think it's like
We-
27.
St. Louis was the 28th team.
Yeah, so
be
Oh,
honest.
my
right.
gosh.
I thought they're going to get it up to 30.
That's the goal, they said. And the
Huh.
rumor was they were going to announce both teams yesterday, but they didn't. Or both cities
Yeah.
yesterday, but they didn't.
Well, wouldn't they? Oh, two other cities besides St. Louis?
No,
or-
one more
Oh,
more
okay.
besides St. Louis.
So, well, I guess they're going to have to wait until there's an even amount, right? They got to name two more. I mean,
You
that,
don't have
well,
to
they've
have an
had
even number of
27.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't have
know.
to have an
I don't know
even
how it works. So each club gets 34 games, including 17 home games, 17 away games.
That's a short season.
When does the season run?
Teams will face each of their conference opponents twice during the season and non-conference opponents once. It runs begin October 19th.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry. The regular season began on March 2nd,
Oh, okay.
2019, and will end on October 6th.
Wow, that's a long time.
So is there only
for
one
only 34 games?
game a week?
Yeah, that's about right.
It must be.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh, man, they're all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it started
There's
with 8 teams.
3 up in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Oh, 1's in Canada.
Holy crap.
2's in Canada.
Yeah.
The stadium in Atlanta holds
No, 3's in Canada.
71,000 people.
What are they called? Atlanta United?
Yeah.
I know they have a huge fan base.
Jeez.
Yeah. So look. Okay. So
Look.
Los Angeles Football Club, Minnesota United. See, there's a lot of FCs, but
Yeah.
then there's Chicago Fire.
Didn't
Montreal
Beckham-
Impact.
Didn't Beckham play for
LA Galaxy.
New York
Yeah.
Red Bulls, owned by the Red Bulls. Or
Yeah,
Red Bull.
Red Bull Arena.
Right.
But yeah, look, a lot of the stadiums
20,000.
30,000.
average is
Yeah.
about 25 to 30,000. But then, yeah, like you said, Atlanta is 71,000. So that must be their.
Oh, that's the football stadium. That's where the Super Bowl was. Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, that's why
Hmm.
they're. Okay,
So
that's where
there's-
the Falcons play. So
So they don't have their own.
right.
Interesting.
So that's kind of that's pretty huge for for a normal.
It'd be interesting to know. So how? Okay, so if all these places only hold 20 to 25,000 or whatever, how can they possibly have more attendance?
I don't know.
In 34 games than the NBA,
NHL and NBA.
Because the NHL is 82 games.
82 games.
Yeah, I don't know.
NBA's got to be right around there.
I don't understand. I think that statistics BS.
Maybe they divide and say like the
Per
average
game,
attendance.
average game
Oh,
attendance, maybe?
per game.
I don't
That's
know.
still hard to believe.
That's kind of
They're pretty close to the same size.
Yeah, hockey arenas have shrunk in the last probably 5 to 10 years.
15 to 20,000
at the most.
Yeah.
20,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are a little bit bigger, but
So
they're still among the. I mean, they're close in size.
But less than half the games a season too,
and you're assuming
and
that
the same number of teams roughly.
You're assuming that the attendance is like full capacity, then.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Major League Soccer.
Me neither.
and I mean, I'm interested though to learn more, and I don't know if it'll be interesting to see how expensive tickets are and what the atmosphere is like, and
that'll be real interesting.
I know whenever I don't know, it was like several years ago whenever there was a big push for the what's it called, the cup, the
World Cup
when the men's team was in it, I think.
Yeah.
That was like a huge deal. I remember being at the Kansas City Royals Stadium, and they were playing it on the Jumbotron, like during the game, because there were so many people that were interested in the World Cup at the time.
So Kansas City Sporting, I was gonna see if we get like kind of a
So Kansas City has a team?
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see.
Didn't know that.
Single match tickets. Oh, from $12. Okay. On a Saturday from $24.
That's cheap.
It's reasonable, yeah.
I was looking at hockey tickets today because single games go on sale Friday. For a Saturday game, cheap seats, $78 a ticket this year.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I was shocked.
This looks like the highest. Well, it says 93. Is what I'm seeing.
That's like low ticket price for hockey games.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, they still had to build the whole stadium and all that stuff here in St. Louis.
2 years, right?
Yeah, I think it'll cost more here, tickets.
Maybe.
Just because I know the Royals going to a game there is cheaper than it is at Busch Stadium.
Is it really?
Yeah. It used to be really a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So.
And then, are you going to bring up the XFL?
Yeah, so today, let's go back to the future.
Wednesday?
We're here.
What was that?
It was a DeLorean.
Ah.
So just today they announced, we knew St. Louis was getting an XFL team, but they announced all the names. The name St. Louis got were the St. Louis
Battle Hawks.
Battle Hawks.
Which is awfully close to Blackhawks.
Or Battle Cats,
I thought it was a pretty cool name. And the logo was pretty cool with the sword.
The logo's cool looking.
Sword with 2 wings.
Penis.
Name's stupid.
What?
Bong dong.
That's not. Didn't even
Why
cross
are you
my
obsessed
mind.
with penis?
I don't know. Anyway,
Did not even cross my mind.
It's not.
It's
I think the logo is. I don't know. I think the logo is kind of dumb.
amateurish.
Huh.
Yeah, it looks like someone just took a clip art of a sword and clip art of wings and went, okay, we're done with our logo.
Well, they have to save money somewhere. I mean, they hired a Habib on Fiverr.
Oh my
Fiverr.
gosh! Wow. Racist much?
No, he really is a good artist.
Yeah,
I've
used him. He did Josh's Workshop Creations.
Yeah, the logo that I liked.
It's a true story. That's what his name is.
Yeah, I like the Seattle Dragons logo, and I
didn't see the other logos announced today.
I put it on Facebook, which
was
you were
busy
just
today.
on, and you were chatting with people, apparently.
No, I wasn't.
He's like, don't listen. I'm getting ready to start the show.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think that logo is cool.
It almost looks
different.
like an Air Force-y kind of logo.
Yeah, I'd rather have like a plane, just a plane.
Battle Hawks. It's a jet.
So here we go.
The reason why you like the Dragons is because it's almost 16-bit artwork, like a video game.
This one, no.
Yeah.
But look at the L.A. Wildcats. I mean, all it is an L and an A.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, yeah, but it's. I don't know.
That's a third grader did that.
Hey,
The Guardians is kind of cool.
The Defenders
DC
logo. Defenders logo is pretty shitty. I
Oh
mean,
my
wow.
gosh!
it's two lightning
Who
bolts.
took his pissy pills today?
It's two lightning bolts and some stars.
Jeez.
I wonder if they had to pay rights to DC Comics for that.
No,
You think?
it's. I think the Renegades is one of the coolest.
See, I was
ones.
thinking that one sucked.
I like that one a lot, but it does fit with because he's got the cowboy hat on. He looks like a villain, you know. I like that. I think that's pretty neat. And the Guardians, I think, is pretty neat.
Huh. I mean,
the
they
Vipers
look pretty basic.
The Vipers one, I think
It looks like a G-string.
I like it. Well, now I see a G-string, but I see an eyeball of a snake, or
an
you see
opening.
the fangs of a snake.
Crotchless.
G-string.
Crotch's G-string.
It does from here. That's what I see.
It looks like a snake eye or a snake that
Snake
You seen a
eye?
whole bunch of crotchless G-strings?
No, never have.
So you really never mind. Yeah, the Battle Hawks one, I don't know.
So
it
that-
almost looks like a video game logo to me, or something, an emblem that's been used in a video game of some sort.
It's fine. Well, there is a video game called Battle Hawks 1942. It was on the on MS DOS.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, back
Back
in
in
the day.
1942.
Yeah, no, not 1942.
So that Houston Roughnecks one, number one, that's a cool name for
The
a team.
Oilers.
Yeah.
It looks like
looks
an
the
oil rig.
Oilers logo, but it also kind of from here it looks like an A. Yeah.
I agree.
Just kind of strange.
Yeah. So, well, there you go.
The owner's name is probably like Allen or something.
Yeah.
I'm curious how the
That'll
How-
be fun. It's weird that these teams are gonna. Well, I know the one here is gonna play in the dome, which is
Well,
huge.
Yeah.
and they're putting money into the dome.
Are they
to
really?
Yeah, that's
Good.
right.
upgrade it. So
But I wonder if they could like make it to where it's a lot more.
Everybody had to sit in the lower bowl.
Yeah. Haven't they done that before somewhere? Oh, I'm thinking of like where the Twins used to play. Remember, like they used to tarp off the entire.
oh no,
Oh.
the Montreal, the
Was
it?
Expos,
Oh, Expos. Yeah.
Olympic Stadium. It was just it seated like 100,000.
Yeah, that's right. Because it was for the Olympics. Yeah.
And the Expos never drew a crowd larger than
12.
12,000.
Yeah, the whole top rim of the bowl or whatever it was called was tarped off.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
that was not a good stadium for baseball. So, man, where do you want to go from
Who has
here?
a flat tire story?
So I found this.
I had a flat tire this last
Oh,
week.
you did?
Yeah, it sucked.
You want to talk about that?
No, it was a pain in the butt.
Oh, well, this was. I thought this was funny.
Thanks for adding on.
This
You wanna talk?
headline.
No.
This headline caught my attention. This is on the website Jalopnik, which is kind of like a car website. I don't know. So, yeah.
I don't know.
Give him credit where
Might
credit's
be
due.
porn. I don't know.
So the headline is Super Genius arrested while attempting to repair flat tire with Band-Aids.
Band-Aids.
So this somebody called the police. This is out in I think California because this guy was stranded on the side of the road. He had two flat tires. They were like badly damaged. I mean like huge
Yeah,
blowouts.
the sidewall.
And he had all this crap alongside of him that he was trying to stuff in the tire and like trying to tape it. And so the guy, like the other passerby, called the police, and of course this driver turns out to be on drugs of some sort. But yeah, but could you imagine pulling up on something where somebody's trying to stuff like a flat tire?
Didn't
full
Mythbusters
of-
do that once, where they stuffed a flat tire full of hay, and they tried running on it for a while?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what else they did, but I remember the hay part of it. It didn't work real
Did
well.
it have a hole of any sort?
I
in
think
it?
so. Yeah.
Huh.
And it was one of those things. If you're stranded in a cornfield and you need that
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere
Right.
kind of thing.
kinda, I don't
That's
know, I'll have to go
interesting.
back and look for that again. But
What's
no,
your
I
story?
I had a flat tire at work on a otherwise craptastic day, and it was just another thing to add to the day.
In your 1 mile commute?
Well, no, I was driving between buildings, had come into the office to do something. One of my guys comes in and says, "Hey,
Driving
you know you
between-
got a flat tire, right?" I'm like, "Mother." and it
Father.
was flat, like on the rim flat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we got it up to about 8 pounds of pressure. I called Kennedy's, and they're like, "Yeah, I can get you in right now." So I drove down there, and they got me right in.
Drove on the rims up there?
No, it had enough air. It wasn't riding on the rim, but I was getting alert. I mean, it was like 8. The car, my dash said like 8 pounds.
Huh.
I'm telling you what, though, as much as buying tires and patching tires are a pain in the butt, Kennedy down on 67, they're the nicest people.
Yeah, I've always had good luck with them. They're always
great
really
luck
nice.
with them.
And they a lot of times they'll sell you used tires.
Oh
with
yeah,
like
$50.
85% tread.
A brand new tire for my truck is going to cost me probably $160 a tire.
That cheap for your truck?
That's what he said.
Wow.
He said a used tire. He had one in stock that he would have sold me if he couldn't patch it for $50. But he was able to patch it, charge me $17.
17? Jeez, that's a steal.
Yeah, and I mean that tells you how honest he is. He charged me 17 instead of 50. I mean, he could have told me, "Nope, can't patch it. Got to buy the tire."
It's on the sidewall.
You know.
Yeah.
That's what
but
I
even
always hear.
50 would have been.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
better than a new tire.
Did he
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
what it was, or was it not in there?
He said he saw two like not pinholes, but like self-tapping holes.
Yeah.
It wasn't in there. It was just throwing
Yeah.
air.
Sounds like someone,
Slash my
one of the
tires.
students,
Probably.
Yeah.
probably did that.
So I found this other article, or stumbled across this other article about. I don't know if you guys have heard stories
Was it
like
on
this.
Jalopnik?
No, it's on Yahoo Finance. Americans are wasting an incredible amount of vacation days.
Yeah.
And I've heard statistics like this before, but they're saying that like basically by the end of for the end of the year 2018, that on average, the survey that was done by U.S. Travel Association or whatever
Sounds
said
legit.
that like on average people were leaving 8 unused vacation days like on the table.
I probably left 5
What?
for the last 3 years
Why?
every year.
Oh my God!
Why don't you just stay
I don't
home
get
and take
that.
it off?
I do not understand that.
I don't lose them. You
No,
know.
mine convert to sick days, but I mean, there's
So you
5
can roll them over.
Yeah,
Oh well, that's fine.
but I mean, there were 5 vacation days I did not
Yeah.
use for the last every year for the last 3 years.
I mean that's I guess that's fine. In my organization, they say that you're supposed to use them within that calendar year,
Sure.
or you have to have like written approval or whatever to carry them over. So, I mean, I've never even come close to rolling them over or carrying them over or whatever.
I guess my thing is back when I was at the hospital, it was different because we had PTO banks and you accrued per pay period,
mm-hmm.
and you had to have time in your bank to take like to
Christmas.
Not, yeah,
and
Christmas, holiday, 4th of July. You had to have time in your bank.
All of it
So I'm
comes out
kinda-
of the same bank.
It's kind of a hoarder mentality.
Oh, so you're in that mindset of
I guess I still
have to
am.
have some.
Yeah, I
Kinda-
have to have
it's-
something in my
It's
bank.
kind of like a savings account sort of
Right.
thing. Like you have to
Right.
fall back on it
I
just in
get that.
case.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that. I mean, ours
Is that how-
ours works differently.
Is that how they still are?
Oh yeah,
Are they?
I have like 125
And
hours or something.
So you're both salaried employees. How does your system work? Does it
I get
deduct? Or who deducts your hours or
I'm
your
sure
days or whatever?
I tell them
Oh.
I'm taking off, and our HR people take it off the
Oh.
payroll.
on me. We have it's our system that our time clocks, our Chronos. You get into the system and you it's just a website and you request time off and then your manager
Oh.
approves it and then just
Wow.
it takes those hours out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of anything that like that. I mean, all of ours is kind of, hate to say it, it's kind of sort of on an honor system in
Really?
a way. Yeah. I mean, I used to get to a point with some of my employees where I would tell them by the end of the year, because I had a chart and I would fill it out, and when they would tell me, and I'd go, okay, it's December and you still have 10 days left or whatever. And, you know, I got to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to track this. You know, I don't need to tell you that you have time to take off. If you're not going to take your
Right.
time, then
Yeah, you're a
it's
big
on,
boy.
Yeah, it's on you. So I don't even track their time. I'm like, it's on the honor system, and, you know, it's kind of same goes for me through my boss as well.
As far as getting charged time,
Yeah, there's no system that
Hmm.
tracks it.
Well,
or
how do
charges it.
they clock in and out?
No, everybody's
Oh,
salary.
okay. Then it doesn't really matter.
Are you salary or hourly?
I'm salary.
Oh,
But still, it like, yeah, I don't clock in or out either. But
you
yeah,
have a system for
It
asking
cha-
for time off.
exactly.
Hmm.
And then every pay period, I get like I think I get 9.75
Hmm.
hours or something. which equates to about 6.5 weeks a year.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But
Mine's-
that's your sick time. That's holidays. That's vacation. That's everything.
Oh, your holidays get deducted.
Yeah, that's all in
so
that, too.
Christmas and
It's
yeah.
paid time
That's
off.
Yeah.
The, 9 days? Something like that. 9 days,
whatever the
11
federal
days.
holidays are. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what I had for interesting news.
I heard a, did you,
Start
There's-
over.
there
two.
is a, take two, there is a game store over in Fenton. It's south on Gravois, south of what the heck is the name of that?
Gravois Bluffs?
Gravois Bluffs. Anyway, it's a game store that sells like older games and the
Consoles?
consoles and NES, Super Nintendo, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They got broke into, and they knew what they were looking for. It was basically they went into the safe, tried to open the safe, and took the entire safe with them.
Okay.
The safe was filled with
Silver
think-
Zelda games.
up to $100,000 worth of video games.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Because he had a bunch of like NES games in the box, Atari games in the box, Super Nintendo, and he's like, some of those in there are worth $20,000, and so a little bit of it is him on YouTube kind of showing off, hey, this is not so much it's in my safe, but he showed off a few of the games that he had. So people
prior to the theft.
people must have saw the video and knew he has these. I'm gonna go get them.
This is okay.
Interesting.
So was it last week you had the story about the comic book
comic
store?
book
Yeah.
stores thing. Yeah.
So
So
who knew organized crime was so
I know.
into
Nerds.
in the geek
Nerds.
culture.
nerds?
So anyway, the thing about it is he has a whole list of them, and it'd probably be hard right now to sell them. You're not going to
Yeah.
sell them anywhere here. Maybe you could sell them online, but
Are they serialized?
no.
How
No,
would
they're-
you prove it then?
But if they're it would raise some suspicion, I guess,
Sure, but it would be hard to prove.
because not everyone has a sealed Donkey Kong Math NES cartridge. Something like that.
You don't?
No, I don't. But
I do.
getting to thinking about this, so I'm like, I looked up some of them, and I'm like, some of them sealed in the past. Remember last week? Was it last week we were talking about the Kid Icarus game
Yeah.
that was sealed and it sold for $9,000?
That just blows my
Yeah,
mind.
it's weird.
So I looked on eBay and I started looking at things that were recently sold. I didn't want to look at stuff that's for sale
Sure.
because that's so. And it Nintendo games that are just have the box, have the instruction manual, the game, and the little sleeve. So
Not
it's
unopened?
open. It
Okay.
is
It's open. Okay.
So I started going through that and looking through what I have, and it's crazy some of the prices. Like, the biggest one that I saw was Metroid. So I have Metroid with the box and all that. $125. It's going for.
That was a really popular game, right? So
Yeah.
you can assume there's a lot of those out there?
Well, they changed the cover at one point along the way. You have the old cover and then you have the newer cover. So
Am I the only
that's,
one thinking, who cares?
I don't know. Apparently, there's a big
That's
collection.
Weird.
So, like Simon's Quest, Castlevania 2 is like $70. Castlevania 3, $112. I found
Well, you're going to get broken into now.
Mega Man 3.
This guy was on
Yeah.
a podcast talking about
some idiot's talking on his podcast about what he's got.
I don't have
I knew
anything worth $20,000. However,
what games are worth. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead and finish.
well, this has me thinking that these.
Time to sell.
No, just these in the boxes. I need to just hold on to for a while.
Put them in a safe place.
Well,
That's
that
Millie's future.
hold on to for a while because
Yeah.
think about it. Probably Atari games, ColecoVision, those games where you have the box as well, it's probably worth a lot more than the NES, wouldn't you think?
I don't know.
They're older.
You're asking the
Why?
wrong person.
This is dumbfounding to like. Why does it matter if you have the box? Like the box is useless. I can see the sleeve. Well, the sleeves are.
It's
they're
got
all
the
same,
artwork. It's got, I don't know. It's a collector's thing. People are collecting. I found this out. SIB.
What's that?
What is that?
Something in box. Jeez,
Complete
in
Yeah.
box. There you go.
I have seen that acronym.
And I'm like, oh, CIB, okay. So I think a lot of people want that bookshelf with all the games
Jesus.
in there.
No, it's not a lot of people. It's a few people with a lot of money.
A lot of money,
Yeah.
yeah. It's yeah.
But I could see where if it was complete in box, never been opened, that's one thing. But
Right. And
if it's complete, if it's opened versus maybe it doesn't have the manual, I don't know. I don't get why.
maybe, and it could be by popularity. Like you said,
Sure.
Metroid, pretty popular game.
Yeah.
$125. Maybe that's why.
But you would think supply and demand would push that down, not up.
True.
So what games did that guy have that were worth like thousands of dollars?
Oh man, he had it on his he had a list.
You say it on YouTube
I
or
should
something?
have
Pulled this up.
I should have pulled this up, but I didn't. I know you just recently sold a bunch of. Did you have any of the boxes?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. No, I
And that's the thing; they're not
Lucky.
really worth
Yeah.
anything.
my all my Nintendo games were just like the game cartridge alone.
Right. No book.
Yeah,
No book.
No, because
no,
you throw
not
the
even
book
the
away.
sleeve.
Right.
Didn't even have that black. Remember that black sleeve that said
Yeah, those
Nintendo?
Those were generic
Right.
Nintendo sleeves, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't even have those.
so he has like
Because you were a kid. You know,
guess.
right.
these are a bunch of Atari games that are in box.
Oh, jeez.
Nintendo box that he has.
Does it
And
say the
some of
values
these
on
are
it?
just no, he doesn't have the
Oh.
value of any of these. But
Are there any that are like
none
make
of these are
make
one
you go, man, I wish I had that.
Bubble Bobble 2. Bubble Bath Babes. Is that even a
What?
hot slots?
Google it. Google it. We need the artwork.
Bubble Bath Babes.
Bubble
sounds
Bath
dirty.
It
Babes.
does sound dirty. I didn't know Nintendo made dirty games.
Controversial game. Oh, they didn't. A lot of games like
Oh.
that were unlicensed. They didn't have the magic bubble.
Right there. Sit next one down.
Yeah, but it tells about it here in the wiki.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that-
it has a naked
There's a
girl.
naked lady there.
Huh.
It kind of looks like a Tetris style game.
Yeah.
Or like
Or
a breakout.
Yeah, Dr. Mario or something. And there's just a naked girl at the bottom.
Hmm.
It's one of 3 pornographic theme games released by Pangea, along with Hot Sluts and Peekaboo Poker.
Holy
he had those. He
cow.
had those too listed.
Oh my gosh.
U.S. licensed version from American Video Entertainment was released in 1991 with the title Mermaids of
And
Atlantis.
these were for Nintendo?
By like a third party that didn't have.
yeah,
They would
Anything
just
to
play
do.
on a Nintendo
Yeah.
console.
yeah. I don't think.
They didn't have the Nintendo
Yeah.
brand. or
Yeah, it'd be
anything on
interesting
it.
to see the cover art of that because I'm sure it would be a real person,
Pervert.
right?
So there's a big thing. Do you remember Tengen games?
Sounds familiar.
So the regular Nintendo games were the gray
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sometimes gold, depending,
Mhm.
But Tengen had the black game
Cartridge.
cartridge,
Oh, yeah, I've never
and
seen
it
one.
looked different. Let's see.
Hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I've never seen one of those.
you've never, because I remember RBI Baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked, and it's because they didn't have the license from Nintendo.
Hmm.
But they had built their own inside the cartridge. They had figured out a way to hack the Nintendo lockout chip, what they call it, so it would actually play
Okay.
on an NES. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of those games. We really went down the rabbit hole there.
So how long ago did this happen for this poor guy?
This happened August.
Last
16th.
week.
Well, that's when the list. Yeah,
I think-
like August 16th.
Oh, he published the list, and then they were.
No. That's when those are the games he was missing.
Oh,
You need to pull up some YouTube video of Bubble Babes and see.
You're all about the
See,
bubble.
Well,
babes.
Josh wants the artwork.
No,
I just want to
yeah.
see what the gameplay's like.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
anyway,
it's 8-bit graphics.
yeah, it looks awesome.
That's what I always.
Boob is boob.
I shouldn't go down this. Never mind.
What? What? Come on. It's
Oh,
a safe
geez.
space here.
Hopefully, my kids aren't
They're
listening
not
to
listening.
this. I remember years and years and years ago when Greg
Scrambled
had a when Greg first had a computer.
I don't want to talk about it. It's snack time.
Greg's pulling the plug on that. Holy cow, must have been a good story. Was it as good as the box in the attic story?
Oh, we'd talk about it after the snack.
All right, snack time.
Yeah.
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac,
That's how you tease a story.
Oh, hey. Did you go to broadcasting school?
We'll leave that for our Patreon.
Oh, yeah. Right.
$40
Yeah.
Patreons.
40, go for 100.
So I got these at the store. You've heard of the PopChips brand?
Yeah.
Nope.
This is something that they make called Nutter Puffs. It's a puff snack
On hump day.
with real peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh.
So
Puffed corn or puffed rice?
puff snack.
Okay.
So it looks like a cheese
It looks like a-
curl or cheese.
like poop. Doesn't it? Looks like turds. It looks like a Cheeto.
Smells like it too.
It looks like a brown Cheeto.
yeah, Cheeto. That's what I was thinking of.
Well, the puff Cheetos, not the
Yeah.
crunchy
Right.
Cheetos. The crunchy Cheetos would really look like a turd.
Can't wait.
Oh yeah.
Boy, yeah, they look exactly like those Cheetos. or
It
whatever.
looks like a turd.
It does.
I'm just gonna. So yeah,
Ooh, it smells like dirt.
it does
Oh
not.
my god.
It smells
Smell
like
like
peanut
cocoa.
butter.
I guess I got a dirty one.
Tastes like chocolate Captain. Oh
Yeah.
no. They got some bad cocoa in there, or too much cocoa, something.
Bad cocoa.
Bad cocoa.
It's almost like it's bitter at the end. You know, you get too
Cocoa's
much cocoa.
bitter.
You get too much cocoa powder on something, and it's kind of bitter.
It literally tastes like they took a cheese puff,
Yeah.
spread peanut butter on it.
Yeah.
And dusted it
But
with
without
cocoa
the
powder.
cheese though. If it had the cheese,
Well,
it'd be
that-
good.
That cheese is the cheese flavor isn't a product of making the cheese puff.
See, I like.
No, I know, but I'm saying if it had the cheese puff flavor combined
with
with
the-
this,
No.
they get that salty and the sweet.
That's
No.
what I've told you before. That's
Yeah.
what peanut butter and Doritos are so awesome.
I don't think I've ever had that. I
I've
don't.
never
I don't
done that
remember
either.
having this conversation.
I know we have.
I remember the conversation, but I haven't done that yet.
I don't think I was here that day.
It's good.
We need a plate of Doritos with peanut butter for next show.
So tell me, you scoop the peanut butter with the Dorito?
it would break them.
No, you need a knife.
Ah.
Oh.
You need a knife.
Hmm.
So you need the
When was
bag
the
of
last
Dorito-
time you've done that?
I don't know. I can't remember the last.
No.
Within the last year, I know.
I don't think that sounds bad.
I'll reserve judgment.
I've done it with any kind of cheese snack.
Cheese snack.
Cheez-Its?
Like-
cheese cracker, you mean?
I
or-
have used cheese puffs too.
Cheez-Its.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is
Oh,
a side
and-
of you I did not know.
And the my favorite chip is the cheddar and sour cream.
Yeah.
Peanut
Yeah.
butter and those are good too.
Oh,
Really?
Good.
That's out there.
It's all good.
Where did you
Man.
learn this? Was this a drunken
You're a
night
freak.
experiment?
They- I learned it from the cheese,
Oh.
the Lance cheese crackers with the peanut butter in the middle. I
Oh,
love those
okay.
things.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like those.
yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoy those.
That
Those-
makes sense. But
the-
did they have sour cream ones?
No,
with
and
the
I
uh,
can't say that's a real strong
cheese.
cheddar flavor, is it? The Lance chips or Lance cracker?
I wouldn't say it's a
sandwich?
strong no, but it's I don't know. I love those things, and you can still get them, but you got to buy
Yeah,
like a
right.
Yeah.
huge thing at
100%.
Sam's. I don't know if they sell them in the
I
stores.
think Schnucks has them.
Do they?
I think.
I'm fat enough. I don't need that.
I know they
entering my
have
life.
the Lance.
That's why I put peanut butter on my chips. It's delicious.
Maybe you should. Never mind.
Maybe
That's twice I've censored myself today.
maybe you should put your fork in a salad.
with peanut butter.
Well, I was gonna say something about celery and peanut butter.
Oh, yeah,
well,
that's good.
yeah.
I do
With
love
the
that.
Ants on a log or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's with raisins on it.
I think these are decent. They're not
They're
bad.
fine. I'm gonna have some more.
Go ahead, help yourself. There's more there.
So are you
Put me
going to
down
let
here.
Josh tell his story that you censored?
I kind of know where he's going, but then I don't know where he's going. But go ahead.
It's not terrible. I don't think it'll.
No
it
laws-
could
no
em-
laws
it-
were broken.
It could embarrass you, Greg, not necessarily me.
Probably.
So going back to
I'm always embarrassed.
going back to what we saw with the 8-bit
Yeah. Boobs.
naked lady there.
Yeah.
When Greg first introduced me to the internet, or it wasn't even the internet at
That's
the time.
what the internet was then. Was
No, listen, it wasn't. So what was it back then? It was your
BBS.
BBSs.
yeah. So you said that I can get these pictures
what kind of pictures?
of other people.
Movie stars.
and
Other people.
so I don't know, what grade was that, do you think?
Third.
No.
Junior high and maybe high school.
Yeah, I think it was probably
Maybe.
junior year of high
Okay.
school, sophomore
So-
year, maybe.
Late bloomers.
In my mind, he was like,
That's probably about 14.
he was eager to show me these
Sure.
You gotta see this.
newfound pictures that he was
Source
able
of
to
entertainment.
yeah. So he's wanted me to come over to his house. I remember it so well, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so cheesy. Like I expected it to be like that, like 8-bit pictures, or whatever, just totally crappy. Green. I thought it was gonna be like green and black, like the old
Old
Apple
dumb screen
IIe.
terminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get over there, and I remember it was kind of like, was it like dial-up, I guess, right? Didn't it kind of go back and forth and scan like this? The picture loaded like
it
back and forth,
it
left
did,
to right.
but that wasn't. Well, I showed you stuff that I had downloaded.
Curated.
Yeah, I had curated. I
I
had
thought I
curated a collection of pictures.
For some reason,
Greg's fine collection.
for some reason, I remember it kind
It
of
was
like
the
passing
hidden
back and
directory.
forth.
It was art, right? Art.
Yes.
And I thought, oh my god, these are like real photographs.
Yeah, it was
I was
like a magazine.
blown away. Yeah.
Yeah, he thought it was gonna be monochrome
Monochrome,
robot
yeah.
boobs or something. Cubular boob.
So did you ask to move in after that?
Yeah. So I said,
Wait a minute, move for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you give me a minute? It's a small room. It's getting hot in here.
Then all of a sudden, like 2 weeks later, Josh is buying a computer.
My mom never got the internet.
Well, at that time we're dial-up still, though.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
That was how I was first introduced to
Fine art.
the
fine
the
art.
web.
Fine art. And that is how technology advances.
Yeah.
That's
Where the dark web was born.
there was Betamax and VHS. You know where the adult films
Yeah.
went? VHS.
Well, I remember.
VCR sales shot through the roof.
I remember. Here's another thing. Just going down the
Uh-oh.
same path. I remember.
DVDs?
Yeah, he already knew. He said you had one DVD. He was like the cutting edge as far as DVDs.
Well, sure.
He bought one for like $350,
You knew the exact price, yeah.
and I was like, "What the hell is a DVD?"
1996.
And
Holy crap.
what was your first movie? Wedding
No,
Singer?
it had to be 97, maybe 97.
I remember you had Wedding Singer. The
Uh,
Wedding Singer.
Wedding
Adam
Singer.
Sandler.
I remember having that. I
it
know what you did last. So I would buy anything that was DVD because they had such small
Yeah.
selection. I'd be like, oh, Wedding Singer just came out, and it just happened to come out on DVD.
But you showed me these the menus and how you could bounce around and do different things. And then we went to the adult store.
The camera
And-
angles.
What happened to your microphone there?
Captain
could
Z's or
change-
Dr. Z. What
you
was
could
it?
change the camera angle on these.
What?
things. Yeah. It was like four
Four different
camera
angles.
Really?
all on one, and you could just bounce, with your
The The
remote.
Perfect for sports.
Because you remember.
Oh, sure.
Do you
Yeah.
remember how DVD remotes always had like that?
Yeah,
That
the
circle
D
thing
button.
that never
Yeah.
worked for like any movie. It was,
No, it's for the
virtually-
menus, right?
but it like it seems like the left and right like there was no point to it, and or maybe I'm thinking up and I don't know.
yeah.
But it seemed like in most movies there was really no point to all the other functionality on the remote except for those movies.
Yeah. God. I thought there was a camera button.
That's what it was, a camera button. Yeah.
that you'd change.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Hey, you use your cough button there.
Yeah, I did. That's why I sound like this.
Oh, those
man.
are fun
you
trips
hear
down
me now?
memory lane. Title this one, Kids Do Not Listen.
Kids do not
No,
listen.
our families do not
Families
listen.
do not listen.
Yeah. Oh, that'll keep them away.
Yeah.
I never listened to this show, but so in Oklahoma City, a verbal altercation between a customer and an employee at a Northwest Oklahoma
about
City
this.
Taco Bell landed an employee in the hospital with a gunshot wound. Employee asked customer to pull forward in the drive-thru. The customer argued, but eventually pulled forward. Upon doing so, he pulled out a gun and shot the employee.
Jeez.
Why?
I don't want to pull forward. You give me my food.
But you got to get
God.
your food. That's the only way you can get your food is to pull forward.
No, I think
Oh, he was at the window.
the penalty box. That's what
Gotcha.
he was at the window. They're like, "Sir, could you pull forward?"
Oh,
I ain't moving forward.
He was at the wrong one, you think, or
No.
He probably
You-
ordered
you-
a chalupa and they hadn't made any in 3
Oh.
hours.
The person behind him probably order was ready.
two
And-
hard shell tacos or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how they, the drive-through that
Could you
works.
please
like,
pull forward and Oh my God.
we'll bring it out to you.
You know what I've seen Sonic do is they'll actually come out and deliver the food to the person behind the window if their food's done.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too. But the problem with that is if you're paying with a card, then they got to
They
run
gotta
back
run back
inside.
and forth. Yeah.
They don't have a card swap. If you're paying with cash, they have ting, the chain
Right.
and all that.
But this says the employee was asked the customer to pull forward in the drive-thru. The customer argued, but eventually pulled forward. Upon doing so, he pulled out the gun. So I'm envisioning
It's
that
a weirdly written article.
maybe he pulled like sometimes you go to Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever, and there's that one drive-through window that isn't working because
Nah,
it's a
there-
slower time of day.
Well, yeah, they have the pay. Like McDonald's
This
uses
is
both.
1 a.m.
They use the pay window, and then they have
But our Taco Bell has two, but never uses.
Yeah, they
them.
never
That's
use
what
it.
I'm saying.
Same
So,
with Burger King.
so he pulled up to the first one and was stalled there waiting and angry, and it's like midnight, and they said, "Please pull forward."
I take it as someone behind him just ordered a soda or something, and that's why.
I
And
don't know. Well,
but-
I'm trying to justify it.
so do you? I was gonna say, is this overreacting? Yes or no? You say no. It's justified.
I'm not. Don't make me out to be a fool.
I ain't pulling forward.
I'm at the window. That's
Yeah.
That's how I'm thinking through it.
That's
Like,
so
I'm
you've
at the
done that
window.
is what I'm. So where this is coming from
That's
is he's done
embarrassing.
this.
In the middle of
That's-
moving.
well, what's embarrassing is you pull up to that window and you're sitting there, and the guy from the next window up leans out and is like, because there's no speaker there, so
Oh,
he's
yeah.
leaning out the window, waving you down.
Yeah, you can see all the storage that is
Yeah.
piled up in
Yeah.
front of the other window because they haven't used that in 20
Yeah.
years. Yeah. It's kind of a.
It happens.
So you say it's justified. That makes sense. Movie stuff going on. Did you hear Spider-Man is leaving the MCU?
I
Like,
did, but I don't
understand that.
understand
I did,
this.
So, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man and a bunch of like the characters that go with Spider-Man, like what is it, Dr. Octopus and
Right.
what is that? It? Dr. Octopus? No, Dr.
Doc
Octagon. Dr. Octagon? Or is
I don't know.
I'll just
So-
say Doc Ock. There
I
you go.
can't, I can't believe you don't know this.
Venom. Anyway, so in other words, Sony and Disney a few years ago they signed a deal where Disney would help produce any of the Spider-Man movies, and they would allow any of the Marvel characters from the MCU to go into Spider-Man. Like Iron Man was in Spider-Man,
Oh,
the
yeah.
first Spider-Man movie. and then Spider-Man can appear in like the Avengers. And
Okay.
the first one he was in was the Captain America Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So now, after this, it seems that Spider-Man will no longer be crossing over into.
So,
And I haven't seen Far From Home yet, but I know there's a big thing about Iron Man. You saw from the trailer that Iron Man died, and even what's his name, Sam Jackson. What is he? Nick Fury's in Spider-Man Far From Home, so he's in the Marvel.
I haven't seen any.
I haven't
that
seen it
movie.
either yet.
It's
but
good.
So what are you saying as far as like if there's going to be another Spider-Man movie, there's going to be no connection
No
to
connection.
other Marvel
Right.
superheroes?
Exactly.
Hmm.
So
Do you think there will be any more with this current actor? Like this current whatever it's called.
I think so because I think this latest movie did really well.
Yeah.
So I think they'll do more, but
So how did all this stuff take place like years ago with like the Tobey Maguire generation and stuff? Was it just all individualized?
so
Like
that's
studios?
why. So Sony owns the Spider-Man from those deals
Oh.
back then, and that's why they have to do a Spider-Man movie or like some character related to Spider-Man every 3 years, or they lose the license.
Huh.
That's why. That's why it seems like there's always a new
Yeah.
version of. You know, we know the whole Tobey Maguire, the Andrew Garfield, and the Tom Holland Spider-Man have been. Those are so
Oh.
close together.
Yeah.
Well, 2002 was when the Tobey Maguire's one
Right.
came out. So
Yeah,
I mean,
there's been like 8 movies since then or whatever.
yeah,
So you're saying that there's going to continue to be Sony versions
Sony
of...
is only gonna do them themselves.
Oh. Huh.
So
So whenever it comes up like on the screen, there's not going to be that whole Marvel thing?
it'll probably say Marvel because they have to put that it's a Marvel.
Character.
It is a Marvel character and all that, but it won't connect anymore.
That is weird.
So it's gonna be weird, yeah, because they'll have to change some of the
Yeah.
movie and like the latest Spider-Man. I haven't seen it, but it opens up like a multiverse. I know, which isn't gonna occur in any more Spider-Man movies. Then I guess I don't know. So we'll see. Very, very strange. So, and they may end up coming to a deal. Who knows?
Yeah.
Which probably will end up happening. Enough money will go around. He-Man. It was announced that Kevin Smith's making a He-Man TV series on Netflix.
Yeah.
You
You said it's going to take off exactly where it left off?
from the original.
Same art and everything?
No.
Oh.
It's gonna be a different.
Where did He-Man leave off?
So
It's a major cliffhanger.
it's gonna not like leave. It's gonna tie into the original He-Man universe. So all those characters and all that. It's not gonna introduce like, hey, this is
Spider-Man.
brand new. It's gonna be like you already know I'm He-Man, and you know.
Spider-Man won't be in it.
Oh.
Right. They're not
No.
going to show how he got bit by a spider or
No
how his
origin.
parents got killed in the crime alley, you know. So,
Yeah, no origin story.
right, exactly. And I don't think there really was one. Maybe there was.
But does there need to be one? Because kids nowadays don't know who He-Man is.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
They have this show.
deal with it. I
And
don't-
right
Wow.
here, Castle Grayskull.
yeah. I
To-
don't-
Tell them all about it.
yeah. I could tell you all about it.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
That
You
was-
should have started a He-Man podcast.
I should have. It's my. But what would I do it myself?
You could be talking to me as if I'm learning all
But you'd be
about
like, I don't
He-Man.
want to. You'd be like, you'd be like he is during the show.
Uh-huh.
He's
Uh-huh.
yeah. So, anyway, that's pretty exciting for me. I enjoy the He-Man story.
Thank goodness Kevin Smith didn't die.
Yeah.
He almost did.
It's been a year and a half now.
Yeah. Something like that.
He's like lost a lot of weight.
Mhm.
It's probably smaller than I am. Have you guys watched anything this
We watched
past
that
week?
Jim Gaffigan.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that on Netflix or where is that?
Amazon
Amazon
Prime.
Oh,
Prime.
Prime. That's
Yeah.
right. I gotta check that out.
He left Netflix.
Yeah.
Huh.
which it you know, they probably all are like, hey, want to do a special? I'll put some money towards it. And you know what? It's cheap for them to make. That's why Netflix has tons of those.
Yeah.
It's cheap to make those comedy specials.
Yeah. I don't watch any of them.
You don't like funny stuff?
No, I mean, they're just, I don't know. I've seen the Ray Romano one, and
I think Jim Gaffigan's funnier.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan puts out one about every year or every other year.
yeah,
They're
I've
always-
seen all of those. but
Yeah.
As far as any of the other ones, I kind of stayed away from.
Kevin
Yeah.
Hart's pretty funny too.
Well, I guess we have nothing else to tell you, but he's did you hear the
Getting logged in.
he's getting ready to
well,
say the
Molly did ask you to wrap up early.
oh yeah, and we haven't really wrapped up early. Why didn't you remind me
I
that?
just did. It's 6 minutes early.
Okay.
Counts.
So it's been a show. We love you all. Please donate if you'd like. Oh, Pate donated again.
Man, Pate is awesome.
Pate is our #1 fan. If
Used to be Mike.
used to be
Come
Mike.
on, Mike.
If we have a #2 fan out there, though, it'd be awesome if you
Well, we only
donate as well.
2 fans.
We have 2, yeah. So you can donate to us, help us keep this thing running. I don't know.
what they
help us
say.
get snacks and beer, basically. Check us out, stuckinbetapodcast.com. You can find a little donate button. You can also check us out on any of the socials. We will see you next time. Later.